You have Tigger and Sammy.
The power was cut and the lights went out on Croc Talk after the nonprofit was unable to pay the mounting bills from Fortis. Money woes have plagued the Conservation and Rescue Centre for years, but most recently financial troubles could be due to the loss of their controlled alien species zoo permit, which means owner Doug Illman cannot show any crocodilian-related animals to the public, the basis for his organization. And even though the animals were well taken care of based on a recent visit by the SPCA, there is still a concern.
He currently does not meet the criteria that the government has set out for zoos.
Due to a change in legislation, Croc Talk lost their controlled alien species zoo permit, but were granted a personal possession permit, which means no public viewing of the crocodilians and no breeding.
So this legislation came in place in 2010, and the ministry gave him a grace period to try to get legitimate registered as a zoo. So he was one of the very few facilities that was allowed to have a display zoo permit without actually meeting all the criteria, because they wanted to give him the ability to try to meet that criteria still.
To meet the criteria, Croc Talk must be a part of the Canadian Accredited Zoos and Aquariums, or CAZA, which they're currently not. But Illman says there's no sense in applying for the membership because he isn't in a permanent location, and he needs to move before he can apply, which means his zoo permit is at a standstill with the government.
We just want to get out of this facility into a bigger location so we can attract more guests, schools, more tourists that come here. You'd be surprised the number of tourists that come to Kelowna just because of Croc Talk.
A membership to CAZA takes months, so Illman hasn't started applying because he plans to move to the new location in Lake Country, one that he admits could cost up to $3 million. And with Croc Talk already asking the public for financial help, the SPCA is concerned about what this long wait could mean for the animals.
And so basically he's asking you to pay for his pet's food. But that to us makes us very nervous, because if you can't afford to feed the animals you have in your care and you're asking members of the public to help you do that, that's concerning.
Both the SPCA and Conservation have attended Croc Talk and given the animals a clean bill of health, as there is no immediate concern. And as for Illman and his permit, he says he was supposed to be merging with the BC Wildlife Park in Kamloops, but that partnership fell through.
President of their Kamloops Wildlife Society decided that they wanted to stay Indigenous animals, and if I wanted to merge, I would have to do all the fundraising myself, build the building myself, donate it all to them, donate my animals. No guarantee of an income for me or my employees, and it just wasn't going to work out.
Croc Talk hopes to have a permanent solution by the end of this year, where either his Lake Country plans come together or he will be forced to move to the Calgary area, where an unnamed donor has offered up an opportunity. To help Croc Talk, please go to their website at croctalk.com and click on Support Us. For Castanet News, I'm Jen Zielinski.